You're in the rant hole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. Today's rant is at the behest of Z Crust, who says, rant about MF Doom. Slow down, son, don't split, clown bum, your gold hit sound dumb, hold it now, crown 'em. Where you found them, I got round town, coulda drowned in it, woulda floated, bloated, loaded, sugar, coulda loaded, hip shooter, draw for the poor, free coffee at the banks, he proved the straw, no more for me, thanks, that blanks the raw, that dank shore stank lit, sank past the pit for more hardcore prank spit. Grew up with that verse, and, that's on the Gorillaz song November Has Come. So that verse is in my head at all times. I'm constantly thinking about that song, and I've heard that album a billion million times. So MF Doom, inherently influential to me, even if that was the only song I'd ever heard from him. As for the rest of his career, there's other songs I like. I like him as a feature artist a lot. I like a dose of Doom. I like to hear him pop up on an album. But I definitely think Doom is mega overrated. I think that his voice is not that interesting to me. There's not enough variation. He's always just kind of, he phrases things in extremely clever ways. He writes great lyrics, but it always feels like the purpose is just to flex the ability to write great lyrics, There's a lot of rappers I feel that way about, where I'm not that interested in what they're saying. It's just that they're saying it in a cool way, and that doesn't really appeal to me as much as something that is like going out of its way to be emotional. And I like music where I really feel as though the especially in rap music, when the beat and the vocals are about the same thing, and not so much when it's a beat that's just weird and off kilter, and then lyrics that are weird and off kilter to match, all is just an expression of let's make something distinct, even though I'm a fan of most distinctive things, but I prefer if it's distinctive in a way that communicates something, as opposed to merely showing off how creative you can be, So I've never been too into Doom, and I guess it doesn't help that I'm not a big fan of Madlib's production style either, so I've never really gotten into Madvility. I won't pretend I've heard every Doom project, so maybe there's one I'd love, but I think of him as a very creative, very respectable MC. His intrigue and mystique is cool. It's good. I like to know he exists. I'm glad that so many people like him, but when I hear his music, it's kind of logorrhea to me, in the case of that Gorillaz song, the whole point of the song, as described in the art book, is just that he was trying to string together as many rhymes as he could. It literally doesn't mean anything, it's just a bunch of rhymes that sound good together, and that's fine for, one track on an album, but I don't know if I want to hear that kind of thing. Not that all of his music is like that, a lot of it does have a clear point. I guess it's also that I'm not really into, the comic book superhero kind of aesthetic. I don't know anything about Doctor Doom other than that a lot of people consider him to be, the best comic book character for whatever reason. So, I don't know. He just doesn't appeal to me that much. I'd rather listen to Baby Doom, which is Earl Sweatshirt, who, is a lot more emotional and has a lot more upfront, appeal in his songs, where you really know what they're about and know what he's talking about, and the beat matches with the tone of the lyrics. So, that's more my vibe than MF Doom. But I'm not trying to slag off Doom. I'm not saying he's bad by any stretch. I think a lot of people think that I'm probably an MF Doom fan because I mention him in my song Bedroom Bedrock, but I just did that because it rhymed. So, anyway, that's all I can say about Doom, and my camera's about to die.